Okay, so we've had a lot of people ask for an updated small tabletop pinball, so that way they could use their handhelds. I got the Asus there, just to simply plug in and play and then take it, of course, with them to go. So we have this version here, along with the version that doesn't have the controls. You can also see in the back it does. We do have a top box if you want a little top box instead of doing this. So just wanted to show this off a little bit and what I got going on here. So this one, again, I went ahead and did the one-player controls. So I'll let you guys see some of that. I have this set up. This is an image I've been messing with. It's a coin ops image to where I added a whole bunch of games to it. It's a vertical build, but then I also have it, as you can see here, where it's going to show the back box to the game. So as I just scroll down through these games, if you give it a second, it'll show the background image. And I have some lights here, so it looks a little washed out on the camera, but it looks really good here. So you can see here as I go through the games. But it's not just pinball, so there's a bunch of pinball games on here. If I go over, I added a whole bunch of consoles. Now there was some that came on this image, but I went ahead and added all of them, as far as, you know, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, things like that. So you can see, oh wait, so you can see here as I go through, there's just different consoles. All the videos are there, and it has the marquee plays on the top. Then of course all the arcade games too. So these are arcade games that'll either play full screen or pretty close to full screen because they're made for vertical, so you can see that there. Or if you have other games that aren't, let's see, like 720, you can see here it's going to play more in the middle. Kind of has some grayed out speakers down here at the bottom. So that's how it'll play your vertical games or your horizontal games there. So I'll go ahead and let's just oh, here's all the horizontal games just to kind of show some of this. Here's all the vertical games here. It's got the shoot 'em ups, fight club, so all the fighting style games. So there's a lot of categories. Run and gun, beat 'em ups as you play. So let's just go ahead and boot into one here. So I have my exit, coin, start, and play. So I'll hit play. And you guys will see here, it does have the marquee. It'll boot the game. And the game is the correct ratio here. So I can add my money. And then press start. And you can see there.
Rise from your grave.
So I have this set up. So you can see here, I can punch and kick and all of it. There it is. Oh, my bad. Right there. There's my punch and kick. I'm doing this one-handed. So I have this set up to where I can just press escape. It'll go out of main. So now let's go ahead and play a, let's just boot up a pinball machine so you guys can see that. So it doesn't really matter which one. So I'll boot into this. I do have this, I was able to get it coded thanks to some Discord help, where it'll boot directly into the game. So you can see here it's going to boot directly in the game instead of the interface.
To Jurassic Park.
So of course I have my launch button here.
Land the ball in the nest.
And then I have my nudge and flipper buttons on the side. So you can see there, that's all working. Again, I got the back box up there. So that's all working good. Now, just pushing escape doesn't get you out of this. So I put a shortcut key on mine just to hold down exit. And if I hold it down, it'll do an Alt F4. So I'll just hold this down for 2 seconds. And you can see there, it'll back out and go back to the interface. So I just wanted to show off, this is kind of our custom, I guess, GRS coin ops vertical build. Since I put so much extra work into this, a lot of AI bot helping me code to get all these videos converted and that kind of stuff, because the original image just didn't have nearly as much as this does. So again, this is our new tabletop MiniPin. You can get a Backbox with it, or you can use one of your handhelds like I'm using here, just to quickly plug in. This light will go a little bit dim. I don't have a back on this so you guys can see it, but you can see the amps right there. And then there's a hole right there for all the wires to come up through your HDMI cord and such. So it's really easy to adjust the volume. I went ahead and this is raised underneath here just a little bit, and the speakers are on the bottom, so that gives you a pretty good feeling of play whenever the speakers are pumping on the bottom of the machine as you're playing pinball especially, but it sounds really good. It's not muffled or anything, so check out the description for more information and visit GameRoomSolutions.com.